everyone, and welcome back to the narrative archive. Last time we left off, let me just pull this bookmark out from this chapter, and we'll continue when we left off. If I remember correctly, we left off where our good old friend Izumi Midoriya and her gang, well, mostly Izumi, made a deal with Nezu to go into UA. After all, Nezu doesn't want a powerful gang out and about. So the deal, just to refresh your memory, the deal was Nezu let the Blackwater gang still exist, but as a hero agency. Izumi's father's hero agency, I should say. The Outlaw Agency. She's taken up the mantle of outlaw, and is now striving to make her father proud. Now then, let's continue. We cut to Izumi, who's currently, inside her dorm room setting up everything. All the students are out for the day, and she planned it perfectly that way. After all, she's an exchange student. At least that's the story Nezu told them. She will be introduced as the former vigilante, but no one's going to know which vigilante she was. Actually, no, scratch that. Scratch all of that, retcon it. They will know she's a vigilante, at least formerly, but I'm not going to introduce her straight away. Basically, what's going on is the USJ stuff. Since it's a college, they have dorms already. So yeah, all the USJ events go down just like in canon. Now then, we cut to about 2 days later, 2 days after the USJ incident. Izumi's just quietly hanging out with her gang, talking with Dutch, and Dutch was assumed dead, but he just really retired, and he's currently the leader for right now of the Outlaw Agency. Dutch's hero name is ironically called the Hero of Fortune Dutch. Since his quirk is called Money. Money Shot. Similar to Deadeye, but different. It allows Dutch to hit weak points on the body and disable them. Hence why it's called Money Shot. They're all sharing a beer, including Izumi, because she does not give a fuck about laws or anything. After all, she is an outlaw. Most of the old people of the Outlaws Agency returned, seeing that, Outlaw's daughter will be inheriting the place after she graduates UA. At least that's what I'm setting it up to be. But fate has a much darker plan. Now then. The party goes on until around... This is the day before she, was supposed to attend class. Since Aizawa Nezu's told her that it might be best to hold off on her introductions until a little later. After all, the USJ incident really shook everyone. So they decided to give him some rest before they introduced the new student. However, Ida, being perceptive, sees a new room was occupied. And a new room was, kind of built in the school area. It looks like a firing range. Ida simply, right now, thinks it's just simply a firing range for the pro hero Snipe, since he is a teacher. So they just simply think that that's his training area. But he's confused why it has cowboy themes. Then he remembers the statue and thinks, he's probably just remembering his old partner, Outlaw. I will explain a little more too. When Outlaw first appeared, Snipe was his sidekick. before they went their separate ways, an outlaw gaining a family, and everything like that. Now we cut forward to around 10 p.m. Arthur, John, and, well, Izumi walk into the dorms, drunk to all hell. Most of the kids are asleep, except for one person. This person being, well, Denki, Kaminari, or what everyone calls him, Pikachu. He notices three and is confused and simply states, "Who are you?" Izumi in her drunken rant saying, like, I'm your new classmate, but God, Arthur, where the hell is Lenny? He needs to join this party. As she then just passes out. John is the only one who's sort of sober. Well, sober enough to where he can carry them both to, well, their dorm room, you can say. Izumi's dorm room is the biggest one out of the entire school, due to the fact that she has a house two guys to, well, her bodyguards. And granted, Outlaw's agency is pretty close by to UA. So the other members of the Blackwater gang are on standby just in case she gets hurt, including Dutch. Oh, yeah. I just had to record this late. Whatever. Well, anyways, let's continue. Everything goes on like normal. Well, Pikachu is wondering, and, well, I should say actually, Denki asked, well, simply states to, well, John Marston, it's like, aren't you the vigilante outlaw known as John? John simply looks at him and is like, yes, kid, I'm actually the former vigilante. My hero name now, you can say, is the outlaw's legacy. John Marston. These two drunken shitheads are, well, the one with the green hair is our boss, the former vigilante known as Phoenix, now known as the Wild West hero of trickery, Outlaw. She's inherited her father's name. So she's Izumi Midoriya. Looks like it. Gotta admit, I miss having that old geezer around. What do you mean, Outlaw? Yeah. He was a part of our gang when we first formed, but then he left to Japan to pursue to pursue a life of heroics. Granted, we went to Panama to do our hero training because we weren't as rich. Except for Dutch. Dutch went to Shingetsu. That's why Dutch is our leader. Anyways, she'll do a proper introduction tomorrow in your class. You'll be having her classmates, and you'll be having us as neat teachers. I already know who you are, Denki Kaminari. Your quirk is electricity. Pretty good quirk if you ask me, but your downside is pretty pathetic. I'll be helping you work on that. Since my quirk is similar to yours. The fact that I can imbue, well, lightning into any weapon I possess. My quirk is called electrical discharge, and that's all you need to know. Let's get going now. As well, John just simply escorts Arthur and zooming back to the dorm, and, well, fast forward to the next day. Izumi wakes up first with a pounding headache and gets some, well, Adderall. Simple enough, just medication. takes a shower, and, well, gets ready for class. Arthur and, well, John are already awake and everything. They're doing what they do in the morning after a party of drinking, except for John. He's going out to meet with Nezu for their teaching assignments. And he then advised Arthur to do the same. But before they leave, though, Arthur pulls out a device to shut down the cameras in the room temporarily, to show an image of them just talking, and plays a fake audio reel of them just discussing what they're going to do today. However, in real life, so John, what's the plan? Arthur, you know you make the plan. God damn it. Why did I give Marston... Why did I turn sort of British there? Sorry. My Texan is not so good right now. Or I could say Old Western. Fuck it. I don't care. It's like, Arthur, you know I don't make the plans. Normally Dutch makes the plans. But he does that here, so Izumi, you're the next one to make the plan. God, can't you guys ever think for yourselves? Both simultaneously say, yes, we can, but we just choose not to. Izumi just face palms and states, you guys are just a bunch of idiots. But you're my idiots. That's why I love you. So here's the plan. We gather as much information as possible about the heroes and villains. Once we gather enough information about the League of Villains, we can attack them. Once we defeat them and kill All for One, then we just disappear and go back to America. How's that feel, Arthur? John? That is perfect! Perfect. But don't you think we'll be hunted down by heroes for that? It's like, don't we ever care? Do we really care? It's like, nah, if we need to be, we can always head east. I like the way you're thinking, Arthur. I mean, Dutch did tell us that we always had to head west when the gang first formed. Yeah. Anyways, let's get going. Arthur, you can deactivate the device now. On it, little lady. Shut up. That's John's nickname for me. You gotta come with a different one. Fine, young miss. Anyways, let's cut to the outside of classroom. And before Aizawa walks in, all the students are in there, and Aizawa, it's late on purpose so he can, introduce them. Aizawa just states Aizawa talks to the trio and saying, you guys stay here, I'll call you by one, I'll introduce a student and you two as new teachers. I won't mention the bodyguard thing, but yeah. I won't mention you being the leader of and you, Izumi. I won't mention you being the leader of the gang. I'll just say you're the right-hand woman to the leader. Thank you, Aizawa. No problem. Now, let me go in first, and I'll tell the class to settle down. And I'll call you in to introduce yourselves. Thank you, Aizawa. As he goes into class and as Izumi can hear him shout, saying, "Shut up, you problem children! We have a new student here today, and we're introducing them. Now, you can come in now." As the class just sees, this girl looking like a cowboy. Everyone just pipes up saying, "You're an outlaw wannabe." It's like, Izumi Midoriya just pipes up saying, "How are you a wannabe if you're his actual daughter?" As they see the green hair with brownish highlights, and everyone realizes, oh shit, it really is his daughter. I'm Izumi Midoriya. I inherited my father's hero name. But before that, I should mention something. After the attack on Tokyo Police Station, I disappeared. but I was saved by a few friends of mine that Aizawa will introduce you to. I was inducted into their crew, made into the right hand woman of the crew. So much so that they gave me a new name. Did anyone know about the vigilante named as Phoenix? Yeah, Phoenix. She got that name due to, well, people seeing a girl dressed like a cowboy. And they only see Phoenix wings pop out from her back before they die. That would be me. They gave me my vigilante name due to, well, how my quirk works. My quirk is called Vigilante, or god damn it, Phoenix's Eye. It's like my father's dead eye. But when I use it, wings of flames pop out my back. I can target to basically almost infinite numbers of people. And doesn't waste any ammo I have on me. But one problem is, though, what I found out and what the doctors told me, if I go past 24, which is my limit before I overuse my quirk, I go temporarily blind depending on how many people I go over. If I go over 100, if I go 10 times, if I go 50 times over my quirk limit, I will be permanently blind. However, I can just simply negate it pretty easily with the help of one of my crew's quirk. But his side effect is that he takes the effects in return, which is why I tend not to overuse my quirk. Besides, targeting 24 people at once, that's more than enough. Way better than my father's. Anyways, Mr. Aizawa, where should I sit? You can sit right behind Momo Yadarosu. It's like, it's good to see her again. Oh, so you two know each other. Of course we do. Well, at least I hope she remembers me. Momo pipes up in the back saying, I do, but we gotta catch up. It's like, yes, Mom. Why you're the one who started the nickname. It's like, I mean, you did act like the mom of the class back then, and from what I can tell, you still do. Shut up. Okay. As everyone notices when she's walking back, Momo's blushing. And yes, I'm making this a girl and girl ship. Hate me all you want, but it's my video, okay? And then simply sits down and, well, yeah. Then then mentions like, oh yeah, by the way, the crew she's talking about are actually 2 of them will be coming here as teachers and emissaries for the newly established outlaw agency. Right now it's ran by someone known as, what's a good hero name for Dutch? Goldfinger. Yeah, I like that. Ran by the hero of fortune Goldfinger. He's currently running things around there until Izumi's old enough. Well, aka until she passes UA and gets her hero license. First, introduce the first teacher, your marksman well, they're both marksmans. First, introduce them. Just like Izumi herself, they're also former vigilantes. First, introduce the more reasonable one, John Marston. Well, hello, everyone. God damn it. Well, hello, you little lads. Little ones. I'm John Marston, also known as the Vigilante with a bear mark. Fun fact, my scar is actually not made from a bear, it's made from wolves. When we were young, we got attacked by a horde of wolves. up in the Ural Mountains. Don't ask why we were there. We were just all over the place.
I'm luckily saved Izumi, though. She was the one who was about to get attacked by them. You owe me for that one, kid. You owe me for that one, little lady. I know, you will... Can you stop bringing that up now? I was young and stupid. You still are. It's like, shut up, Arthur. As Arthur Morgan walks into the class, like, well, my name is Arthur Morgan, and well, I'm kind of the big brother around the gang. Like, gang? It's like, yes. Has anyone heard of the Blackwater Gang? Yeah. Well, we are the members of the Blackwater Gang. And so forth. It's nice to meet you all finally. And also, Mina, was it? I'm sorry for almost shooting you that one time. So that was you. It's like, sorry, I was trying to help you. I mean, you did, but you could have been at least more careful. You almost shot off my horn. Sorry. I never try to hurt a pretty lady. I'm not making an Arthur ship, no, because Arthur is hella old. I think by the time Left 4 Dead 2 he's 30. And John is his, like, early 20s. So I'm just going to leave it like that and not do anything about it. Even if they're college, it's still weird for me. Okay? Anyways, like... And now, before any of you ladies to catch feelings for me, I'm already married, and I'm a married man. Same with John here. Well, at least I hope Abigail still accepts you after what you did. Shut up, Arthur. You're the one who took me to the mountains in the first place. It's not my fault before we introduced Abigail to Izumi that she thought you were cheating on her. Shut up. Fine then. As you all know, but yeah, we'll be your marksman teachers and teach you how to fight against villains that could use guns. Granted, we're probably not as good as, well, Miss the young lady over there. She's better than her father. I mean, we knew him after all. That's why our hero names all start with Outlaw's legacy. Our leader, Goldfinger, is the only one who made a hero name. The rest of us just used our names. Because that's how we are. And also note that Outlaw was actually my biological brother. Same with poor old Dave. I miss the dude. Anyways, we'll see you guys later. And Aizawa, please bring Izumi down to our custom training area. Ida Punch was like, that was yours? And also, what do you have a gun on? You know guns are not allowed on school premises. Izumi just simply pulls out her .357 and points it straight to Ida, saying, you want to tell me that again, punk? These might be non-lethal rounds, but they still hurt like a bitch. And the amount of gunpowder I packed into them, I'm pretty sure you'll be knocked out. So I suggest you sit your little RoboCop ass down. Don't talk to me, and I'll leave you alone. Got it? Silent, huh? I can give you the Endeavor treatment and shoot you in the foot. Now, what foot would you like to shoot? If you don't answer, I'll shoot them both. I'm sorry. I'll go. That's what I thought. Now go, RoboCop. I'm tired of seeing your robotic ass around me. Sorry, miss. Go. Everyone in class except for Momo is thinking, damn, don't mess with her. Don't want to get on her bad side. Aizawa simply states like about the sports festival and everything, and Izumi's smiling, thinking, "Sports festival. This will be a perfect opportunity to gather information." Then, well, let's cut to the sports festival itself. The race goes pretty well to Cannon because she doesn't really get a speed boost for her wings at all. However, with the mines, she uses her. There's about, I'll say, 24 mines. She uses her quirk to, shoot all the mines. She's allowed to have her gun on her because that's the only way her quirk will actually be useful. Granted, she can use it with throwing knives and everything like that. Any throwable weapon, she can use it. But she still uses her gun because it's more simpler for her. Even when she's wearing the school track uniform, the PE uniforms and stuff, she's still wearing her hat. No one's gonna be able to take that from her. Her hat and her leather jacket. No one's taking those from her. Everything goes on like the Cannon. She places second place because she trips, ironically. Now we get to, I'll say she gets first place and gets the 1 million point headband. She then is told for the cavalry battle she can't use her gun due to unfair advantage. She agrees with this and asks if she can use some of her, some sticks coated with some shock. Coated with a paralysis type thing. A paralysis dart. Midnight says, "Sure, that's okay, just don't try to hurt them." It's like, these won't hurt, they will just put them into almost a comatose state. They'll wake up as soon as the effects wear off, which is about an hour or so. I can use the weaker ones, which is the same thing, but they'll wear off in about 5 minutes or so. That's enough. That should be enough. It's like, okay, I'll use the weaker ones then. Cavalry battle, her team is, Momo. Do because she asked Momo if she can use a shield, a bright shield type thing. Then we have Ida, surprisingly, and Uraraka. Their plan is with, Izumi on top. Their plan is that Uraraka will make everyone but Ida lighter. Ida will use his speed to mostly run everyone around. Izumi, meanwhile, will throw darts at people who get too near them. Mostly the horses. The ones that seem to holding the most weight. Momo will use a staff to poke at people. Their goal is not to take headbands, but to survive. Everything goes on like normal. Monoma touches her and gets her quirk. However, as soon as she touches her, Monoma feels a sharp pain in his back. A dart is there. If you're wondering what happened, Arthur threw a dart without no one noticing. That's Arthur's quirk. Untraceable wound. It's a Jedi type quirk that allows him to throw anything without any sound, like shoot or anything, without sound appearing, or people knowing where it came from. It goes by unnoticed. So everyone sees Monoma paralyzed, about to grab the headband, but everyone just thinks, so she got him. Nice. So, and that ends. The places go from, Izumi Midoriya, first place. Bakugo Katsuki, second. Team Outlaw, first. Team Dynamite, second. Team Shoto, third. And basically all that same from Canon. Now we have the 1v1s, the tournament. First round being against Shinzo. Now this one's going to be the most interesting.
Because Shinzo knows about Outlaw and knows what Outlaws did good, but he doesn't know about Izumi being the daughter of Outlaw. So Shinzo learning about Izumi's hero name is Outlaw and her outfit is, gets pissed and simply does what he does in canon, saying like it must be good to have a nice quirk, all that shit, and then when he says that it's working, he says, "Huh, I expect nothing less from an outlaw impersonator. You can't you, you don't even have his quirk, don't you? You're probably related to the one that killed him." This pisses Izumi off, but she knows to not say anything. She's learned in battle to never speak to your opponent unless you're for sure know you're gonna win. Izumi doesn't know his quirk, so she doesn't know if she's gonna win or not. So instead, she just simply activates Deadeye. Has her 357 aimed straight and marks his balls. Gets ready to shoot his balls and then, well, simply fires and hits dead accurately. 2 shots for each testicle. And every guy in the stadium and whoever is watching felt that. Izumi just simply walks up to him, pushes him over to his side, and simply leans down and says loud enough for people to hear, "Never diss me or my father ever again. You got that, you purple-haired bitch. You're lucky you're lucky I'm no longer a vigilante. If I was, you'll probably be the first hero I would kill. Now shit your ass down and enjoy the rest of the festival. And I know what your quirk is. Just tell me about how much you wanted me to speak. It's some sort of brainwashing quirk, isn't it? Useful, but don't let your anger get ahead of you. Granted, I use my anger against you, but I know how to control it." Now we cut over to Shoto's battle. A battle against Todoroki. But before that, All Might wants to do a special contest. Introducing the new teachers, Arthur Morgan, the former vigilantes known as Arthur Morgan and John Marston. They're going to be teamed up. Those two are going to be teamed up with Outlaw. And everyone, all the students, including past students who were eliminated from the sports festival, will have a chance to take her on. Take the 3 of them on. If they can land a hit onto, well, Outlaw, to Izumi Midoriya, if a contestant, they will be taking her place in the sports festival. So that's what they do. And Shoto is still taking because he knows if he does it, he'll be taking her place, but also means that she'll technically be eliminated since he's technically already in the game. And Bakugo thinks the same thing, and most of the people do. And then, well, they'll get wiped the floor by Marston and John. They didn't even get close to her. As they both simply state, saying, "This is the power of the new outlaw agency. Now, don't touch the young miss. She'll be the new leader of it until when she graduates. Until then, Goldfinger will be holding down the fort." And now that little fun event is over with, let's cut over to Todoroki's battle. As everything, well, is pretty simple. Battle starts and she instantly shoots. Todoroki gets shot in, well, the balls. The same tactic with Shinzo. Once again, every guy felt that. However, he doesn't react as much because they realize, and every guy is relieved, that Shoto gave herself literal blue balls. He put an ice wall in front of his fucking junk right when he knows
because he knows she was going to shoot down there to incapacitate him. Izumi just simply smiles. She tilts her head down, grabs the rim of her hat, and simply smiles, saying, My, this might actually be fun. Too bad you won't use your fire side, because technically, we have similar fire quirks. Mine is different, however. I've learned to control it, but I can induce some pretty good burns onto you. If I lose full control, I can disintegrate people. I call that my full unleashed power Golden Gun. Yes, Destiny reference, but it's the only way I can make the quirk seem cool. Now come at me, Shota Todoroki. Show me the true power of your quirk. It's your quirk after all, not your old man's. I can tell by simply looking at you, and from what I know about your father. I know everything about you, Shoto. More than you know. Now, use your quirk, and show me what you got. I'm waiting. If you don't show me a good fight, I'll simply order my men to go after your mother. Maybe if I hurt her enough, you'll actually use your fire side. As that simple comment, Todoroki knows that she's doing this to get him to use his fire side. He knows that, well, from the 2 days, the 2 weeks he's known Izumi that she wouldn't hurt a fly, but she's not afraid to. So she won't hurt anyone unless she has a reason to, which is why the Blackwater game mostly targeted villains. Keyword, mostly. If they got attacked by heroes, they attack back due to self-defense. And due to how they operated, they couldn't really pin anything on them. And now Izumi simply stating that she's not afraid to hurt his mother. Pissed them off. So yeah, of course he's gonna use his fire side. And she just smiles, does the same thing, saying, yada yada, yada yada. Looks like you finally decided to show your true power. Let's get started. As she simply activates her quirk, everyone just sees the wings pop up, and everyone's impressed. And because some heroes know that this is Phoenix, but since she's now a hero student, that they don't have to worry about her. Some pros are a little worried. Endeavor's sweating, and I would say for fun, she puts a target straight onto Endeavor's, foot, the exact same foot that she shot. And then she, targets all the rest of her 34 into her cap. The last 34 onto Shoto, all over his body, so you can't possibly know where she's gonna fire. Then she fires. As everyone sees her gun glow orange, they know that it's not going to disintegrate them because she usually says golden gun. Taste my golden gun when she's about to incinerate someone. It said the gun just glows slightly orange, less bright, but mostly just enough to people to notice, and fires. Everyone just sees Endeavor, who just screamed, and as they see rubber bullet right next to Endeavor. All the pros that were in there for the meeting start laughing again. Just start laughing. Aizawa was even laughing through the mic, saying, and has everyone's concerned, saying, "What happened?" If you don't know, yeah, young Midoriya has a pretty big grudge against Endeavor. I guess she's not over it, but her frustration usually gets vent by shooting Endeavor. So Endeavor is pretty afraid of the girl. Trust me, don't get on her bad side. She's a literal devil. John Marston simply popped into the announcement area saying, "You dare call the little miss a devil?" She's more of a demon than anything. Not a level of Satan himself, but she is a demon. As well, Izumi hears that and just says, and just embarrassed, saying, "Why, Arthur? Why?" Azawa, I think me and you should go out for a drink. I'll tell you about a bunch of stories I know about Izumi. So much so that some of this might scare you. How will we get the rest of the UA staff involved so not to mess with the little lady? As Marston in the background saying, "That's my nickname!" Shut up, Marston. Back to the battle, and, well, Todoroki managed to block, I would say, about 10 of them, but 13 got past, and, well, he's pretty injured. Like I said, the bullets won't kill, but they will injure you pretty heavily because of the amount of gunpowder in them. Izumi just sighs and saying, "I guess I have to bring this out, huh?" Well then, as she pulls out, everyone sees another single action army. Aizawa would say, it's like, "Oh my, looks like she is going full on out this time." If everyone doesn't know Outlaws, the former Outlaw, signature weapon, his custom-made 44. His custom-made single-action army that had his own custom-made 44 mag rounds, which are, I'll say 7-inch long shells. Yes, anatomically correct, but the gun is huge. So much so that she has to mostly keep on her back. It's like a pocket rifle, basically. Think of that. Like, no, like a Magnum rifle. Ironically, just, you know what? Think of the Outlaw sniper rifle from Black Ops 4. Yeah, basically that. But more of a pistol than anything. Also, I'll just say anime logic. I'll just make it 5-inch. A standard issue, I think. Not too sure. I don't know ammo that well, but I do know guns and not ammo. His custom-made shells that are packed to the brim with gunpowder. A special blend that has more sulfur content than most gunpowders. As a quote from Outlaw himself in the old days, as they play an audio clip from Outlaw back in the day. "God, I forgot how much this gun fucking hurts to shoot, but it's worth it. I fucking pierce the tank with it. So of course I'm gonna be able to do it, but that's what a real round. A live round. I hate to be on the other end of a rubber round of this thing. Hell, I would even shoot someone with a rubber round this thing. That's how I know how much it would hurt. I feel sorry for Endeavor. I mean, he wasn't receiving any of this one. As Endeavor just starts shaking. It's like, please don't talk. As everyone's just thinking, oh, she's gonna shoot him with one, isn't he? Everyone just starts laughing at Endeavor. God damn. Endeavor says, "Know what? I'm out of here." And then we cut to Izumi, who simply just walks up to Todoroki, dodges, and does some more hand-to-hand combat shit. Some police style, too. And simply knocks him over. And tames him to a way where he can't use his quirk without him getting hurt. And simply points the gun, her pistol, point blanked into his chest, and simply states, "Surrender, or you'll be on the receiving end of this. You'll be just like your father." Having a taste of the Outlaws, of the Midoriya's weapon. Family weapon. Toki says, "I will never give up." As everyone just hears a very loud bang. As everyone just sees Todoroki screaming in pain. No blood, but just it hurt like hell. As she simply walks over to Todoroki saying, "Would you like to give up now, or would you like me to shoot one straight into your balls?" "I won't be afraid to. I mean, my other nickname, Lenny, one of the crew, calls me the ball buster for a reason." As the crowd hears this and realizes, oh yeah, that's right. If a villain was sexually assaulting a woman, she would she would first destroy their balls and then end their lives. And all the guys are freaking out, saying, "Please don't do that. I don't want to feel the pain." Endeavor hears this outside, saying, "I pray for you, son. I pray for you. You will both be on the receiving. Just please surrender. I don't want you to suffer the same pain I went through against an outlaw." As Todoroki just says, "Fine, I surrender." Then we go to Bakugo, and, well, she doesn't care. She's just going to use her 44 against Bakugo, because she knows that he won't give up. So, she simply, right when Midnight says go, she just shoots Bakugo in the leg, calls him to fall down, shoots him in the arm so he can't respond, walks over, loads two more rounds, well, unloads her rounds until one bullet is left. And she states, "Bakugo Katsuki, would you like to play a game with me?" Everyone's wondering about, like, what? What is she doing? It's like, how about we play some Russian roulette? Everyone's like, oh no. If you get hit, you surrender. If I get hit, I'll surrender. Well, if you get hit, you will get knocked out. That's how much pain you're in right now. But if I'm the one who gets shot, I'll surrender. I'll let you go first. As she points her gun at Bakugo. Click. Okay, looks like you're safe for this round. I'll go next. Click. Looks like I'm safe. Click. That's 3. Looks like you're safe, Bakugo. Click. 4. Click. 5. Looks like I'm out, huh? Bakugo just smiling, saying, "That's 1 bullet left." Really now. Click. Just so you know, this is a 7 shooter. Bang. Everyone's shocked. Because they saw her load 6 shells before the start of the match. So people are wondering, like, did she have a 7th round hidden? A 7th secret round? Everyone's confused. But they see her wings disappear, saying, they see her wings simply flicker. I simply say, like, that clever, as the entire crowd thinking, that clever bitch. She used her quirk to basically trick Bakugo. She unloaded all the shells, but made it look like she loaded one in while she basically slipped one into her pocket. She's clever. Give her that. All Might does, like, good job, Shoto Todoroki. You're done good, but please try to control your emotional outburst. Good job, young Bakugo. For placing 2nd place. You need to control your anger issues, and though she did play the game with you, you need to learn to recognize when a hero or villain is bluffing. Because villains will not stop they will stop at nothing to make sure you lose. And then we have you, young Midoriya. I knew your father for a long time. So I'm pretty sure, and I used to know him personally. I'm pretty sure he would be happy knowing that you're getting to where you are today. Though your life was a rocky start, I'm happy you're finally turning it around. Thank you, All Might. And I'll make sure to make everyone proud. That's good to hear. Now then, everyone, hope you all enjoyed this year's sports festival. And the sports festival ends. That everyone goes back to their dorms. But everyone just sees Todoroki instinctively holding his nuts anytime, like guarding his nuts anytime he's around freaking Izumi. Everyone's just laughing, saying like Todoroki's totally afraid of Izumi. Mina realizes Momo's, well, crush, and simply says, Momo, please tell Momo, I sent some tea. Tell me what's going on. It's like, no, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. It's like, I can tell you're in love with Izumi. What? Am I that obvious? Girl, you're so obvious to the fact that you literally always stare at her. We literally saw you write on your notes saying that maybe if she reduced some of the skin, reduce some of the clothing on her outfit, she can use her feminine charm to entrance people. Girl, you're thirsty right now. Go get her. You know, but I know for a fact that she has feelings for you. Just be careful. Just try to confess to her, or be that when she's not around Arthur and Morgan. I'll try. Actually, I'll go ask them. Actually, okay. Arthur, Morgan, can I talk to you guys real quick? Sure. Yeah, why not? I want to confess to Izumi, but I don't want you guys to be there. It's like, finally, thank fucking Christ, you're finally doing it. What? As Momo just starts blushing red and embarrassed. It's like, you guys knew. It's like, as Martha and Morgan simultaneously say, yeah, it's kind of obvious. I'm surprised that the young little lady didn't realize yet. As Arthur simply kneels down to Momo's height, saying, "Look, Momo. Yeah, look, Momo. You're okay for calling you that. Izumi might be headstrong, might be the dominant type, but trust me, she might be hard to get along with. But I know you two were friends for a while. She's a sweetheart. Make sure you keep her smiling. And I'll tell you like this because I'm basically the big brother. We're basically the big brothers to her. You make her sad, any way, shape, or form, and we'll be at your door in a minute. Within a minute, we hear her crying. Other than that, you have our blessings. Now go get her, girl. I'll be rooting for you. And listen, no matter what happens, you'll still have us as friends. Except if you make her cry or cheat on her. Then we'll be there to kill you." We fast forward to, well, the next day. Momo Izumi finds a letter at her door. Well, on her dresser. From Momo, telling her to meet her at the school roof, around the dorm building's roof, around, I'll say, 10:30. No, wait, 9:30 around sunset. No, wait, no, 8:30 around sunset. We skip to that time. As soon as he gets up there, it's beautiful. The sun is setting perfectly. And Momo simply walks up to Izumi and asks her if, I'm gonna act it out as best I can, so please bear with me. Izumi, we knew each other for a long time, but then you disappeared. I never got this off my chest, but now I have the opportunity to. I want to ask you this. First, are you okay with knowing your friend is gay? Izumi just simply states, it's fine. I mean, I am too. Momo in her head is blushing. Momo in her head is like, yes, it's happening.
And don't worry about that. You saw nothing, okay? You saw nothing. Momo just gulps and continues her saying, Think. Um, uh, um, um, I'm not good at this kind of stuff. Izumi, how would you feel if I had a crush on you? If I was in love with you? If you're not, I'm totally fine with it. But fuck it. As Momo just rushes in and, well, just goes, grabs Izumi, and kisses her. Straight in the lips. She reels back, covering her face, and runs to the door. But Izumi stops her, saying, So that's how you think of me, huh? Momo just sits there, quietly, and nods. Oh, stands there quietly, nods, and after 2 minutes of awkward silence, finally states, I understand if you don't have the same feelings as me. Izumi simply turns Momo around, does the chin thing, grabs her chin, lifts her head up, and simply kisses her back. Well, and then kisses her as well. Does that answer your question? Momo simply smiles, saying, yes, it does. And that's actually where I'm going to end it off. That seems like a good place to end it. I think there might be a shorter video than I'm normally used to, but I'm honestly have to prepare another video. Which is, I'm still going to probably do that Detroit Become Human one. I just don't know right now. But I'm also going to do a MI6 Deku one. What if Deku was part of the MI6? So anyways, I'll put a bookmark on this chapter of the story and continue off next time. This is Left 4 Dead. Keep on surviving, survive.